Completed. Good intentions. After speaking privately with a monk from the Sigic Order, I've been warned that the Eye of Magnus is potentially dangerous and must be dealt with. After consulting with the Augur of Dunlane beneath the college, I've brought word to the Archmage that the Staff of Magnus needs to be located. Quest completed. Okay. Now let's see what else I've got. You have to choose which side of the war to join. And somebody, I guess... When did I find out about the Shrine of Azura? Oh, I met that traveler on the road. Well, I don't know when I'll have time to do that. I have to return to Farengar and go into the Bleak Falls Barrow and retrieve the Dragonstone. Forbidden Legend. Right. Jerry Gardelson. There was some sort of crime associated with him. I have that note. Okay, yeah, that was interesting. Onmund. Right, I have to speak with Enther about getting his amulet back. Jazargo's Flame Cloak spell, I have to test that on another undead eventually. And now I have this new quest, Revealing the Unseen. I've been asked to speak with Mirabelle Irvine to follow up on the Staff of Magnus. Alright. Oh, and I got a Mage's Circlet? What did he give me? Is that apparel? Why do I even have that? Oh, am I wearing it? Oh, I'm wearing a hood, right? 30 points of magicka. What does this do? Increases your magicka by 30 points. So it's the same thing as the hood. Oh, I see. It's just less. It's like, it's kind of a... Oh, that's kind of cool, actually. Rather than wearing the hood, like, if I'm indoors, I can have that, It's kind of badass. Doesn't really go with my character's hair color, but that's alright. Not bad. I wonder if I can wear that underneath the hood. Maybe I can. That would be cool. Maybe I can do both. Apparel. So there's the circlet, and then... No, it's one or the other. Alright. Honestly, I've gotten used to the hood at this point, but... And I can sell this for more. Okay. So we'll stick with the hood for now. Nothing. Okay, time to seek out Mirabelle, I guess. Looks like she's on the second floor. There we go.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Mirabelle.
If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
Okay, do you know anything about the Staff of Magnus?
Well, now that's an odd question. Why in the world would you be asking?
It may be connected to the Eye of Magnus.
The Eye of Magnus? I can appreciate that this thing, this orb, it's very impressive. Very unique and definitely worth studying. But let's not jump to any conclusions or assign it importance beyond what we're certain of.
The Augur referred to it as the Eye of Magnus, not me.
The Augur. Just what have you gotten yourself involved in? Whatever is going on, whatever you're up to, be very careful.
Alright, sorry. So, the Staff of Magnus.
Well, it's said to be very powerful. Has the capacity to store an incredible amount of magical power, as the story goes. But it's more myth than anything at this point. I've no doubt that it actually exists, but no one has seen it in, what, decades? Longer? I'm not sure. The only time I've heard it mentioned was when those Synod characters showed up some months ago looking for it.
Synod? Who are the Synod?
Mages based out of Cyrodiil. They fancy themselves the imperial authority on magic these last few hundred years. My understanding is that all they really do is make noise in an attempt to curry favor from the Emperor. Lots of politics, little magic. I was quite surprised to find them on our doorstep. They seemed amiable enough, but their line of questioning made me uneasy. It became clear they're trying to hoard powerful artifacts, looking to consolidate power.
So no one knows the staff's location?
No one here does. The Synod seemed convinced it was somewhere in Skyrim. They inquired about the ruins of Mizulft, but that's all I remember.
And that's all I
It
need?
sounded like they were heading there, though they were rather secretive about why. I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mizulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
What else can you tell me about the staff?
I'm not really sure. Made and used by Magnus himself, if you believe those sorts of things. I believe I've heard it said that it's the only thing that could adequately contain his power. The sort of embellishment wizards of ancient times loved to make.
Still, the Augur did tell me to seek it out. And you may not know it, but I'm pretty sure it'll help us understand and possibly prevent the Eye of Magnus from blowing up like an atom bomb in Megaton. But, alright, that's all you know, so... thanks, Mirabelle. You're kind of stingy with information, but...
attitude, there are still some
Alright, you know what? Anthea, you've been hinting that you're a smuggler for a while now, so let's have a little chat about whatever you stole from Onmund, as long as I've got you here.
Let me give you a bit of advice. You want to work on something that's not officially allowed? Don't tell anyone you're doing it.
Yeah, okay.
There are some experiments the college frowns on, if they're aware of them, of
Great.
course.
Okay, fine. Listen, I understand you have something of Onmund's. He wants it back.
Purposely killing your fellow college members.
Oh, come
is a
on,
bad
stupid
idea.
UI.
I'd advise
I did not click that.
Theft and assault
Makes me angry.
will get you into trouble as well. If you're going to need live test subjects for your experiments,
Okay.
it's easier to do that off of college
Why is it that...
grounds.
There we go.
Oh my, how precious. Onmund is too afraid to deal with me himself, and so he sent you. I'll make this very simple for you. All my trades are final. Onmund knew this ahead of time and went through with it anyway. So, there's nothing more to be said.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to persuade him. I'm not exactly a Adarancel, I should say, is not exactly a shining paragon of goodness. Like, he's not afraid to, like, you know, fight and kill and whatever. But he's not exactly a bully per se either, I would think. He makes a good faith effort basically before he resorts to violence. So he's going to say there must be something I can do to change your mind.
Look how persistent you are. It's charming, really. Onmund gave up the first time I said no, but not you. All right, I'll tell you a little story. Let's pretend for a moment that a certain individual was looking to acquire a particular staff. Let's also pretend that he traded some valuable items for said staff. And it was only later that it was realized that this individual might misuse such a staff. The resulting disaster would reflect quite poorly on everyone involved. Are you following me?
Yeah. What's your point?
You're not very good at this, are you? Look, I traded a staff to someone and found out later that was a bad idea, so I'd like the staff back. Understand now?
Mm-hmm. You won't let Onmund out of his trade, but you want out of yours? I mean, okay, hold on. Before I click this, he's implying that if I get his staff back for him, then he'll give Oddman's amulet back to him. He's implying a quid pro quo without actually saying it outright. So if I make him say it outright, he's going to think I'm some sort of like, unsophisticated clod. So actually, I kind of want to see how he sneers at me if I do this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say I'll get the staff for you.
Finally, we have an agreement.
Yeah.
I look forward to having it back soon. The sooner the better, in fact.
Mm-hmm. As long as I've got you here, let's...
I hope you've got some coin.
I hope you have some coin, because I got junk. There we go.
Well, let's just take a look, then.
What exactly does he have? Staff of Courage... Junk. Mm-hmm. Those are actually some pretty decent scrolls he's got. Expensive as well. Ingredients. Daedra hearts. Maybe I can sell him some of mine. Yeah, I can sell him ingredients. Good, okay. I've had all this stuff for so long. Let's see. Should be, yeah, look at all this stuff. Why does this have value 0? That's not fair. Like, a lot of this has... Oh, because I'm not skilled enough to get any money for it. Spider egg. Snowberries. There's a bunch of salt, yeah, but it's all value 0, damn, okay. Oh, that's why I couldn't sell arrows either before. Or I could sell them, but I couldn't get any value. So I was just not good enough. Nice rate tea. Man, a lot of this should be worth something. Here we go, fire salts. Else spiced. And like the rest of the stuff, I'll just have to wait till I can I'll either have to throw it away or wait until I have a better merchant skill and can get something for it. And most of this is worthless to him. Let's see what he's got in terms of books. Oh, he does have some books I might be interested in, actually. Okay, Fire Rune. I already have Lightning Rune. I don't feel like I'm going to be using runes often enough that I need to get these right away. I might go down the fire specialization route, but I'm not sure yet, so I'm not going to, like, do that. But, what has he got? Frostbite. I do want Frostbite. This is one of the spells, one of the low-level spells that I don't have. I want that. I also want Lightning Bolt. Health and Magicka, and then what does Firebolt do? Fire, take extra damage. Yeah. I do want Lightning Bolt though. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna have to go ahead and get that. That was expensive. I guess I can hold off on Frostbite. I don't need it right now, but I really wanted Lightning Bolt. Okay, so now I have to get the staff. I don't even know what staff he wants.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still some things.
Onmund's request. Here we go. Finest. Enthyr insists that Onmund sold him the amulet in question. He will not go back on a trade. If, however, I can recover a particular staff for Enthyr, he'll give me the amulet. I need to search the Broken Fang cave for the staff. He didn't really mention that. I must have like missed some kind of conversation option that explained that it was a broken Fang cave, but apparently that's where it is. So I'm not doing that right now. I just wanted, since